might be a hot take, but we're doing some strengthening in the hamstrings, and I think there's a lot of talk on the best way to keep your legs healthy, your hamstrings healthy, avoid pulls, avoid ACL tears due to weak hamstrings, weak ankles. I think people talk about mobility and flexibility. I think the best mobility that you can do is ultimately full range of motion strength training. Even if that's in your ankle, right? Ankle strength, ankle mobs should be ankle strengthening. Hamstring mobility and flexibility should be hamstring strengthening, right? And you can do it with bands. There's so many different ways to do it, but I think ultimately, like, the idea of like iso stretching, even after really, like, you should be doing active stretching. I think iso stretching really is kind of pointless if you think about it. I think being able to go through range of motion, right? Like with squats, like, dude, if you can hip mobility, the best sign of hip mobility, or the best way to train hip mobility, is practice depth squatting. Is practice squatting the right way, as deep as you can, and then progressively add weight. There are other hip mobility exercises you can add in that aren't as just straightforward strength, but for the most part, like, there should be no question about what the optimal form of mobility training is, and that is just full range of motion strength training across the board. Oh, you want to get a more mobile chest? Learn how to get as deep as you can in a dumbbell bench press with scap retraction. Yeah, there's some benefit, there's some use for like iso stretching, active stretching, but none of my athletes do any form of iso stretching before they work out. It is all just preparing their bodies to move as explosively and fast as possible. We want to turn their entire bodies into springs so they can be ready to explode out of the gate. Running, jumping, doesn't matter at any point in time. Come on. Whew. All right. These are sucking now. Come on. Oh, nope.